Okay, good evening, guys. My name is Samantha Hevege. So today we are going to start from the place where we stopped last week, Tuesday. So you remember that we have discussing about the nectar king and the this website sites, right? So you remember that we have talked about what do you mean by web page, what do you mean by website, what do you mean by URL. I think you familiar these words, right? Web page, website, URL. So I have given some keywords as well, right? I think you remember that. Okay, let's start from this where we stop. So they say that let's identify secured and unsecured website. There are two things. So we will go and see what is the secured and unsecured. What does it mean? Right? So for example, we read this. Hello friend, how can we find whether website is secured or unsecured? We can use several methods for that. Okay, right? So they are talking about the several methods. So we'll go through what are the methods, right? In order to identify the secured and unsecured website, separately different methods are used. The main two methods are given below. Right. See. So how do you know the website is secured? The address of the website start with HTTPS. What is this? I will come to later. HTTPS. And after logging into the website, the symbol, this is padlock symbol. Padlock. Padlock symbol display on the address bar. So as they said, these are the two main reasons how you are going to say, okay, this website is secured, right? One condition is there should be HTTPS in front of the URL or the website or the name of the website. And after logging that, there should be a padlock symbol. This is green color. So this HTTPS also comes as a green color. Green color words. Right. Now I will come to a discussion about what's actually this means, right? Website. There's a one website called, they say that secured website. Other one is say unsecured. What does it mean? Secured mean it's like this, no? Here we have a computer or whatever, right? Or phone. You see, whatever the network enabled devices, right? You are communicating with the big server machine. We call them as a web server. These are the client machine. Client machine are the machine where you can access the internet, like our mobile device, PC, laptop, something like that. Server, not server, PC, laptop, desktop, something like that. Client is always, I said, the requesting information from the server. Server always providing information response. This is called client server architecture, right? Okay, right. So what do you mean by secured means, see, this area, cloud area. Cloud means internet. Through the internet, your PC is going to connect to your servers, something like that, right? So this is called internet. So once you pass the information from client machine to the, right, this client machine to the server machine, you can say like, hello, how are you? Something like that. Hello, how are you? He said, server said, okay, I am fine, something like that. I am fine. So this is understandable, no? This data is understandable. Anyone can if anyone can access this line, they can get this data, right? They can get this data. So that is called unsecured. That means your data, when you are transferring data, this is client, this is server machine. When you are transferring data, right? Transfer data. Everyone can see. Anyone can see that data. Anyone can see. Why? It's a raw data. Raw data you are sending. Right? Real data. But if someone, we say the man in the middle, man in the middle, man in the middle. If someone hacko, get this data while you are transferring, they can get the real data. They can get real data. They can read the data. So if someone can read the data while you are transferring, it is secured or unsecured? Tell me. කවුරුත් නැද්ද? I am asking if someone, hello? If someone transferring data between these devices, right? If those data can be read very easily, is it secured or unsecured?
Unsecured?
Yes, unsecured.
Unsecured.
Because unsecured means everybody can see. Everybody can see your data going here and there. Everybody can see in the internet. If some hackers are there, and hackers are the people who hack the system. So they use some tools, software tools to enter into the system, right? So we have to careful. So in order to, so that's what. So unsecured website means, see, website, what's the purpose? Website, this is a here website. We say Yahoo. Yahoo is there. I am asking information from the Yahoo. We say Yahoo email. I am requesting Yahoo email. He is giving Yahoo email. If there's Yahoo email, all the email inboxes and all, if someone can read, if someone hack the line, if someone hack this line and get this data, so this is readable data. So this is unsecured, no? Unsecured. So raw data is going here and there. Anybody can get data if they hack it. So this method of transferring data called clear text. Clear text. Clear text transfer. What do you mean by clear text transfer is what? Clear text means your data is visible. Data is visible. Data can be seen. That is called clear text. Right? So this is unsecured website. Right? That means when you are transferring data, everybody can see it. If someone hack it, you can get that data. So this is the unsecured. What do you mean by secured? Now we'll learn what do you mean by secured. Secured website means it's a clipper text. We are transferring CLIP PR clipper text. Clipper text means it's, in other words, it's encrypted data. Encrypted. I think I remember I talk about the encryption, right? You remember that. Encrypted data, right? It's encrypted data. What's that? Power goes. Give me a second. My wait. Power came. Wait. Right. Everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. Right. So encrypted data means it's a clipper text. That means when you are transferring from the client to the server machine, you are sending encrypted data. That means not like that. Earlier we say that how are you, like that. They are sending like, you know, symbol, something like that. But actually this meaning is actual how are you, okay, for example. But it's a clipper text. It's a meaningless data. Meaningless data. So how this encrypted data comes, they are doing encryption algorithm. Encryption algorithm.
It's a dummy data.
Yes, very good. It is encryption algorithm. So by using encryption algorithm, you are converting your real data. So real data is this how are you? How are you? Real data, you are converted into the dummy data. That is called encrypted data. Even some hacker take this data, they cannot get the real data because it's encrypted, it's protected by protection mechanism. So when you are transferring network through the, see, remember these data are all transferring through where? Through the internet. Remember, right? This is important point. Through the internet. You know, internet is an unsecured network. Remember that. Internet is an unsecured network. Right? Good people, bad people, all are there. Right? So internet is unsecured. That's why when you are transferring data between the internet, you have to protect your data and send it. And even you are receiving, you have to protect the data and get it. So that is called the concept called encryption methods, encryption algorithm. So that's what the secure websites are always encrypted. They are transferring data through encryptions. They are not transferring data like, you know, dummy data, like real data. Okay. Understood?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, very good. Now you can understand encrypted data and secure data, secure website and unsecure. Now I will show you what is the secured and unsecured website practically, right? So I am accessing HSBC. So I think it's a copyright. I'll say this on www.ikman.lk. See, this is padlock symbol. Connection is secure. Your information, for example, password or credit card numbers in private when it's sent to the website, right? So this padlock symbol comes, right? See HTTPS. So this is secured. The Ikman website is a secured data. That means, see, now I am accessing from my machine. I am a client. This is my client machine. This Ikman.lk server is somewhere, right? Server is somewhere, we don't know. Even we don't want to know. Here client is there and the server is there. So this means I am accessing data back and forth from this server using encryption methods. Encryption. Data already encrypted and sent, something like that, right? So this is secured website. Secured. Now most of the websites are secured because unsecured websites are staying very rare. Normally the only the information website, every banking system they use secured website because it's very critical, mission critical. See HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol. This is then so this is secured, right? See my website also secured, right? See HTTPS, right? So this is also secured. Now I will tell you what is the HTTP and HTTPS. www.http. See Google also encrypted. Do you have your school website, something like that? We say
Our school website is secured.
Okay. See, this is not secured. See, cv.lk. See, this is the website, cv.lk. See, it's not secured. Understood? What say? Your connection to this site is not secure. You should not enter any sensitive information. See, these are the very key point. That's what I want to show you in practically. Right? What say it's you should what you should not enter any sensitive information on this site. For example, password or credit card, because it could be stolen by hackers. So what's the advantage of secure? So there will be a protection from hackers. If you are unsecured, they can, if you pass some sensitive information like credit card details, bank details, account details, your personal details, something like that, the hackers can take that. That's what they are saying. Right? Right? So remember that. See, to see whether website is safe or not, to see whether website is safe to visit, you can check for security information about the site. Chrome will alert you if you can't visit the site safely or privately. Right. පේනවද ඔයගලන්ට මම ෂෙයා පේනවනේ ස්ක්‍රීන් එක පේනවනේ
Oh, sir, I can't see your screen.
I can't see you.
how about now
Still no.
Nope.
wait now
Okay.
now can see
Yes.
okay to see whether website is safe to visit, you can check for security information about the site. Chrome will alert you if you can't visit the site safely or privately. So Chrome is what? Chrome is a web browser. See, secure. Not secure, so not secure means it's a dangerous, in other words. Right. So I think you know that now the two different sites, secured website and unsecured website. So secured website having HTTPS, that is hypertext transfer protocol with secure socket layer. I will come to later that, right? I will teach that as well today. And this is non-secure means HTTP, that is hypertext transfer protocol. That means a very early stage, we don't have this kind of a protection. Nowadays, we do have a protection in the website because of the hackers. You know, most of the hackers are live. So that's what everybody want to protect, right? Can you see my board?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see your board.
Now,
I can see.
Now I can't see.
Me neither.
I
Okay.
think now
Thanks.
everybody can see now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what is this HTTP, right? These are, you know, there's something called protocols, right? I'll just brief. This is called networking protocols, right? Nothing but a protocol means it's nothing but it's a kind of a guidelines, right? Kind of a guideline. And saying that, okay, how you have to transfer data. It's saying that how you can
Sir,
transfer. Yes.
sir, are you writing from your pencil or
Yes, transfer data.
I can't see your writing. Only I can see your pen.
Yeah, I
It's
can.
going here and
Yeah,
there.
I can see you writing anything.
You can't see or can see.
Can't. I think sir just leave the meeting.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Everybody can hear me? Okay. I was talking about the networking protocol, right? Tarul, you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Networking protocols, right? So protocol means what? The protocol means, I say it's a guidelines. It's a guideline for what? It's guideline for how you are going to transfer data, right? How we are going to transfer data among computers. How we are going to transfer data. So it says that, okay, you have to use this method, that method, use this method, something like that. That method, use this encryption, use this compression. So they define actually the protocol. In other words, protocol, I can say like this as well. Protocol or networking protocol define the strategy. Strategy means the way, strategy of transferring data. Strategy of transferring data. Or the way of transferring data. Or I can say another word, the protocols define set of standards. Set of standards. Or you can say set of principles. Or you can say set of methods. So you can say set of procedures. So you can say set of standards, guidelines, something like that. So that's the idea about the protocol, right? The protocol means set of standards, set of principles, set of strategies, right? Set of actions, those idea, right? So for what? How we are going to transfer the data, right? How we are going to transfer the data, right? Right. Okay, now we come to the video conferencing. So what does it mean, video conferencing? Any idea?
Video conference is like a meeting.
Yes. Any other?
Video conference is a meeting that
What else? Only the meeting?
large discussions with gathering of people.
Yes. Yes. Cindy, what do you mean by the video conferencing?
Project discussions.
Yeah. Cindy, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by video conferencing, as you know? Any idea? නැද්ද? හරි.
Sir. Video conference is a technology.
Technology. Okay. Yeah, so video conferencing is a way of communicating. It's a communication. Which kind of a communication? Business communication, basically business communication. So normally video conferencing word comes like a professional word, right? Professional. So video conferencing, now we have a lot of tools, technology. We have software. We have software based video conferencing. So using software based video conferencing, we can use our laptop camera, our laptop speakers, our laptop mic, all can be used by the video conferencing through video conferencing software. But when you go with the advanced technologies, there are some video conferencing unit. We say that this is VC unit. This is called Tangberg. So Cisco Tangberg. We have EX90 and we have EX6600, something like that. There are some powerful video conferencing. So we have most of the companies, big companies, they have video conferencing use. We say VC room, video conferencing room, VC room. So in that we have all having video conferencing units. That's it. So why we are going in that particular room for, having the meeting. That's only. So video conference is known as a conducting discussion using video technology on the internet between a two person or two group who are geographically located in the distance for each other. Normally video conferencing, why we use video conferencing? Our company, employees are, scattered here and there. He say, for example, we say, like this Colombo, these people from Kandy, right? Something like that. So normally when the people or when the employees are scattered here and there, right? So how they want to, if they want to connect all together, right, and have a discussion, right, right? So then they should have a kind of a discussion, right? Understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Right. Right. Okay. So Colombo, Kandy, we say Galle, Matara, whatever the place. So people can join together and, it's a virtual room. Actually, it's a virtual room. In that virtual room, many people, around the world can be connected as a one virtual room. Right? They are from different countries, Sri Lanka, India, Europe, UK, America, whatever. But one particular video conferencing call, right? Everybody get together and discuss through the videos, right? So that's how it works. So advantage of conducting video conferencing. The initial cost of conducting conference can be minimized. So conducting conference can be minimized. That means, see, video conferencing, if you want to, meet many people, they have to come, you know, they have to come by, you know, plane, and, you know, making the air tickets and all, and having the hotel reservation and everybody, right? So if they want to meet physically, right, everybody should come to the one place. This is very high cost. So because of that, but this kind of a video conferencing, the initial cost is very, I think there's a spelling mistake here. It should be initial stop. Right. There is no need to travel to the location of the conference, and therefore there is a transport. Yes, that's it. No transport, no accommodation, no hotel reservation, no air ticket booking, nothing like that. Right. So that's the advantage of this video conference. Remember that sometimes they will ask what kind of a benefit, what kind of advantages you will get by using video conferencing. You can say it's a very, you know, very short period of time. You can conduct the meeting, right? So see, now we also like doing video conferencing, right? This MS Microsoft Teams is a nowadays it's the powerful video conferencing tool in the Microsoft. In the Microsoft, they don't have this they don't have a software like Teams. So they have this they don't have powerful software like this. So this is the software Microsoft has. They don't have any other software. So Microsoft Teams is the powerful video conferencing tool. Now we are using, right? So anyway, we are using for the classes. So a lot of businesses, even the multinational company, they use Microsoft Teams, right? So we also use Microsoft Teams, right? So we also got licenses, right? So why we got licenses? Because, you know, this is professional, and, you know, we can reach to anybody, any level, right? So through this video conferencing methods. So that's what. So these are very, you know, see, I don't want much, I don't want to have much hardware nowadays, because we can use same webcam, same laptop webcam, same headphone and all. Only the software is the main part of the video conferencing nowadays. This, I think, next couple of, you know, in the next level of companies, these are obsolete. They don't use video conferencing at all, because they don't want to invest money for that, right? Because it's useless, no? Right. But remember, these video conferencing, the initial cost is very high. Initial cost, that means hardware cost. It goes like millions, hardware cost, right? Hardware cost is very high, because these units you have to buy it. So I will show a few of them, you know, through the internet, you know. So because we use earlier the Tangberg devices. So Cisco Tangberg. So it's the most powerful video conferencing units in the world. So I will show you. So these are the Tangberg devices, right? So these are the Tangberg devices, right? So these are millions of rupees you have to invest. This kind of a, you know, you have to set up these devices, right? So video conferencing. See, these are the video conferencing. So most of the media, right? Broadcasting media, something like that, they use this kind of a technology, because they don't have a, you know, issue about money. They can invest money for this kind of things, right? I think you got the idea about video conferencing, right? And you should know the advantages, at least 3. It can be quickly arranged. That's why I said the very short period of time you can arrange the meeting. You can set up the meeting. It's just a matter of click. See, now I am normally scheduling with, you know, within 10 minutes to your meeting, sometime within 5 minutes, right? If the class is having 7, I schedule 6:55, because, you know, it's very easy, right? So I don't want to, you know, the matter of scheduling the meeting. It's a 1 minute, only the 1 minute for me. right? Then you also
Advantages. Save
just
time and money.
yes, save time, not money, save time, right? And you can say it's
No
a
traveling.
yeah,
Excuse me, sir. Do we
yes.
have to purchase Teams?
No, you don't want to purchase Teams. Why?
It's a free app.
No, I already purchased. You just want to click that. So you are not doing anything. You just want to click my
Bring,
thing. That's it.
Okay.
bring remote workers.
Yes.
Sir?
Yes. Tell me.
No, yeah, I'm silent. That's right.
No, it's right. See, now,
Sir, I can hear some music.
yes, I can also. That's what I silent.
Yeah, I also.
I think Tharul come up with the songs.
Not me.
Yeah, it should be me, right? Right. Okay. Right. We'll move on. Right. What are the software and hardware required to conduct a video conference? Good question. What kind of software and hardware material, hardware equipments are required to have a video conference? Definitely, you should have a computer. You should have web camera. Internet connection, definitely you should be there. Without internet connection, how we are going to have a meeting? And software, you have to use software. In our case, we used Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is the powerful software for Microsoft for the video conferencing. And I use my computer, my laptop, and I use my web camera, right? And I use my internet. Right? Those things are used, right? Right. Okay. So that's how it works. Right. We'll go. Okay. Example of software. See. WebEx, Microsoft, Skype, Zoom, and GoToMeeting. Right. So I think you are familiar with Zoom. I think you are earlier. Can you remember? I don't know. You are remember. We do this WebEx, right? You
Yeah.
remember that? Very first,
Are you ready?
very first time I will use this with you all as well, WebEx. So that is a freeware. What is that music? Please stop that music. It's disturbed. Okay, this is Skype and this is GoToMeeting. Right. Okay, now we'll go to the email, right? Brother, I need to send this letter to one of my friend. Can you post it? It's easy for you send an email. What is an email? Email means the easy way to send in a letter on the internet. The email is an electronic letter which is electronically exchanged between two people or among several people who have an email address. Many things such as letters, photos, videos, documents can be sent as messages through this. Right. Email account first. A suitable service providing website should be selected to create an email account. In most cases, such website provided free email. See, these are free email. No, I think you are aware of that, right? This is Yahoo. Yahoo is a free. Gmail is a free. Hotmail.
Hotmail?
Yes, you have there's a email called Hotmail. Right. Gmail, Yahoo, and we have what other one is what else? Something like that. Okay, these are the web email, right? Free versions. So background, there's a communication going on. I can see you. Okay. Right, the characteristic of email. The ability to send copies of one email to and several. So these are the advantage. What email at them? If you send a one particular email, you can send to across many people, right? When the letter couldn't be sent properly to the relevant email account, it is notified in the reply message. Yes, it's not. We say undeliverable note, right? Undeliverable. The undeliverable is not coming in normal hour post. We don't know even whether the letter is received or not. We don't know. The ability to save email addresses and retrieve them. Yes, very good point. So nowadays the email address also you can use as a proof. The time and the date of the sent email are automatically entered. Yes. So the notification times also there. The ability to forward. So whatever the email, you can forward it. You know how to forward the email?
Yeah.
Very good. Right. So I will show you my email addresses. Right. This is my This is my company email. Right. This is my company email address. If you want to forward this email, I just open it. There's a option called forward. Right. Right. Okay. Right. Okay, these are the ability to forward, the ability to attach, attach. So whatever the things you can attach. I think you are aware of that. If you want to, let's say I want to, this is my company email. We say I want to drop an email. I can go to new mail, whatever things. I say hello, something like that. Same thing. Test mail. If you want to attach something, you can just go to the folder, right? Say I want to attach something, you just drag and drop, you can send it. Very easy, right? When you send it, it should be there, right, in my sent item. So normally email is, this is an inbox. You have a draft. Draft means whatever the email you have sent in, but it's not delivered. It's not sent. It's a draft. Junk email means some emails are come to the junk because it's the email, the server, the email recipient receive that particular email and notify that this there's a there's a dangerous on this mail. There might be some intruders or some hacking things are there, so then they will move to that particular email, that is called suspicious email. That suspicious email going to junk, right? Or like spam. Junk, like spam, right? The deleted items mean you are deleting some emails, it goes. Outbox mean you are sending items, but you send an email, but if the address is not correct, it comes to the outbox. That means actually it's not sent, it's only in the outbox, right? So these are the features of the emails, right? Inbox, draft, sent item, junk mail, deleted item, outbox. These RSS feed and search folders. These are RSS feeds are comes used in some Microsoft and whatever the company, right? It automatically comes. Okay, tell me.
Excuse me, sir. I can see a flag from the outbox.
Yeah. Sometimes it shows as a flag, right? So these are the features. You should know the features. This characteristic is the features, right? Features of the email. Features. See, this is a new, delete, to CC means what? Carbon copy. I will tell you this point, right? CC is a carbon copy. Carbon copy, right? BCC is a blind carbon copy. Blind carbon copy. What is this CC?
Blind carbon copy?
Wait, the CC means what? CC means you are going to you are not addressing that particular email to the directly, but you are keeping a loop, keeping that particular email to the loop, something like that. For example, I am sending to my colleague and I put the address call. We'll say I'll check, I'll show you that. Practically, I'll show you, right? Let's move to my email. Okay, this is my email. I am going to new email. See, this is 2, right? I want to send an email to, we'll say Samantha Hevagi. Okay. And CC, I just want to CC, we'll say Densil PK, right? We say my boss. He's my boss, we'll say. So this CC means that carbon copy. And if you want to need a BCC, right? Okay, see, there's option called, see, it's the BCC feature is not in it's not in the default, right? You have to click and you have to add that. See, it says that what that BCC say, shows the BCC field in which you can specify people who will receive the message secretly. People whose names are in the BCC field can't see by the other recipient. That means if you want to send this message as a secretly, you can put a name here like this, but other persons, right, they don't these Densil and these the Samantha, they don't see that this particular email already copied to this person. It's a blind. That's a blind. Got it? Blind is that. That's why it's blind carbon copy. It's like this. Now I will send email. Right, I'll send the email to me, and I will CC to, we say, I will CC to Ronalia, right? I am CC to Ronalia, right? But I am blind carbon copy. And I put a blind carbon copy to Tarul. So what does email? So actually, this Ronalia doesn't see, or the Samantha also doesn't see that this particular email copy to whom? Copy to whom?
KP Kumudu Jim.
Yeah, it's copy. It won't show them to, this particular email also copy to Tarul. Right? So understand, Ronalia.
Yeah.
So this is like this. This is like a hidden email, right? The BCC is a hidden. So no one sees that except the sender. So these the sender, receiver, or the CC, the other people won't see that the same email goes to this person. This is blind carbon copy, right? That email doesn't appear to them. They don't know. So, but however, this secretly, this particular email goes to Tarul. Tarul knows. Tarul knows definitely. But this Ronalia and Samantha doesn't know that, because they can't see that this particular email. This is called blind carbon copy. So normally we don't use this, but sometime for the mass communication. See, sometimes we don't want to, we say if you want to put a same message to many people, 10 20 people, and that 10 20 people doesn't want to see each other's email address, then what you can do, you can put all the email addresses to this blind carbon copy and send it. Then there is no CC, there is no to, you are putting all email addresses to blind carbon copy. Then everybody receive that, but they don't see that particular email goes to whom, which email addresses, what are the other email addresses. No, they can't see that, but they will receive it. Got it? So this is very good feature, right? Normally in the in office environment, most of the HR people, most of the communication people are using this method, because they don't want to send they don't want to highlight that particular every email address to everybody. What they do is they put all the email addresses in this blind carbon copy feature and they send it. Then everybody gets that, but only they can see, they can't see any other recipient. Got it? I think you got this, right? මම මේකට දාන්න. හරිද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඊමේල් එක බලන්න. එතකොට තේරෙයි. දැන් මම මේ තුනම දාන්න. මේක හරි important point එකක්. මේක ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉගෙන ගන්න. You have to learn this. දැන් මේවා ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි මේ අපි මේ කරලා බලනවා. දැන් මේවා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මෙහෙම ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි කවුරුත් කරලා බලන්නේ නෝට අපි බලනවා. මොකද අපිට ඔක්කොම ෆැසිලිටිස් තියෙනවා. නේද? අපිට ඊමේල් ඇඩ්‍රසස් ඒ ඔක්කොම අපිට යවන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ගාව ඔක්කොම ටෙක්නොලොජි තියෙනවා. එතකොට දැන් මම මේක යවනවා. මේක යවුවට පස්සේ ඕගොල්ලන්ට ඊමේල් එකක් එයි. එතකොට ඕගොල්ලා ඔය තුන් දෙනාම තරුල්, Ronalia and Cindy, you have to look at this email. මම මේක දානවා blind මේක දැනගන්න ඕනේ the how the blind carbon copy look like. Blind carbon copy look like. So this is the heading. මම මේක දානවා test email කියලා දානවා. Test email for understand the BCC field in the email feature. Email, right? Right. Oh, no, I am going to send it. Okay, I sent that.
Sir, my computer doesn't have Outlook
Then how you get my email?
from Gmail.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You open that
Okay.
from the Gmail also. Whatever the email client, you can't see other emails. You
Okay.
just check that.
Okay.
So that is for the blind carbon copy. Tarul, you understand now?
Yes.
Very good. And now you know, now you know these things, right? See, these all are I thought, right? This is 2, this is CC, හතරවෙනි එක මේ තියෙන CC. Carbon copy, the mail addresses of the people which copies to this letter should be sent are mentioned, right? Blind carbon copy.
So I got the email.
How about that? What do you see?
I can see blind carbon copy looks like. Best Registrar Samantha Hevage NIBM.
No. Okay. I am asking. Did you see any other email addresses?
I can see a mobile number, general email.
No. I am asking whatever. Did you see? Can you see that
No.
other email address, right? Ronalia and and Cindy.
No.
Yeah, that's what. So those are hidden. But you see that I have sent how many people that particular email?
3.
Yeah, no. See, I said 3 people, right? But can you see Ronalia email? Can you see Cindy email? No, you can't see, no.
Yeah.
That's what. So that's the whole idea about the blind carbon copy, right? You don't know the people that particular email receive. Sometimes there are thousands. You don't know. Got it?
Yes.
Very good. So it says that the email addresses in this section are not visible to the people whose email addresses are in the 2O CC field. But all the addresses in 2 and CC are visible to people. Those email addresses are in BC, right? Two ඒක දන්නවා ඒක හරි. Attachment. What do you mean attachment? What do you mean by attachment? See, you can attach the file, something like that. It's automatically attached. You can delete it here.
Like putting a paper clip?
No, it's attached. Whatever the attachment you can attach from here. Even you can drag and drop. This is the feature of attach file in the email. Junk email, unnecessary or spam emails are contained here. That's what I say. Trash. Deleted emails are temporarily stored here. If needed, email in the folder can be So when you delete it, it's not just deleted, right? It goes to the trash, but it's not in the deleted items, right? It is in the trash. After trash deleted, all email are gone. That's what it works, right? Inbox. This contains the email messages sent by other people. Unopened email addresses are shown in the dark color, and the person who has sent the message and to whom which has sent be seen, right? Subject is email like a subject at down. It's like this. Yeah, put in the subject here. See, I am putting subject something like that. Here you can put a subject. We say annual meeting, something like that, or you can say what class schedule, something like that, right? We say a monthly review, something like that. So this is the subject. A suitable subject should be there. Username, domain name. Saman at edupub. See, this is, I will tell this as well. Saman at. So this is called edupub government.tel. This is your domain name. Domain name is normally domain names comes, domain. Domain is what? Domain is area. Nothing but it's area, right? So a company, every company has a domain normally. So we have, my domain is Hardnet service. This is my domain, right? Domain name. Domain is a area. Right? This Saman at after at sign, you have to put the domain name. Normally it's like that. Right? Right. Okay, we'll have, so I think we will cover this. Right here to CC BCC subject. Right. Any question on this? Whatever we have discussed. Guys.
No.
Nope.
ඔක්කොම තේරුණාද? ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැද්ද?
No.
Nope.
Right. Okay, so next week we will have to start the HTML, right?
Next Monday.
No, next Monday, no, next Tuesday. Anyway, I will try to have some other, some addition. If I can do another class within this week, I will let you know. Otherwise, next week, Monday, we will have a class again, right? Monday and Tuesday. Okay?
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye. Take care. See you.
Thank you, sir.